Hey, what the hell is going on? When are you gonna make a video?
This is my video, yeah. I was gonna make this video. Yeah, it's a deck profile. Yeah, I mean, I was planning on it. It just, didn't really work out all, that I planned. And I know summer just started, but it's been really difficult, and
Yeah, well, get on it because we're all waiting for a new video. I mean, it's been over a month and we still haven't received anything. You gotta make up for lost time. And the ban list came in and you did nothing about it. So you better be talking about something.
Alright, fine. I'll make Dragon Link deck profile about this, before the ban list comes into effect. Yeah. I've totally not been playing LP in the meantime while I've been waiting for its inevitable doom. And, yeah. Just get to the video already. We're already starting. Alright, so let's get started with the deck profile. As I said earlier, this was very requested in the Discord server. You guys can join it, it's going to be in the link in the description. And a big thank you to Martin from Waffles and Enthusiasm who shipped this to me because of a weekly prize that I won. If you guys want to visit his storefront on TCG Player, I'll put a link in the description, and if you want to join his server, I'll also put that in a link in the description. Anyways, let's start off with the starters. I'm not going to go into too much detail, just because time or whatever, you know, with the initial skit and everything, it's a little hard for everything to process. Anyways, so start off with one Stardew Safer. I used to run 3, but now that I own Chaos Space, I don't need to. 1 is enough, just in case, you know? So you start off with your 1 Safer, of course, 3 Chaos Space, because, you know, best extender in all of Dragon Link. 3 Black Metal, because, again, one of the best. I guess you could switch this out for Chambers, but this is more budget-friendly than it is, you know, meta, I guess. But it works really well still, and if you were to pick up this deck, you'll see why. Like, you don't even need a starter to actually begin any of your combos, which is insane. Anyways, so for more of the rocket engine, we run 1 Magna Rocket for name, and 3 Rocket Tracer. Of course, we run Rocket Recharger, but I'm not going to talk about that until I get to the extenders, just because it's more of an extender than an actual rocket that you want to summon. It does get out of name, but, you know. Anyways, moving on. Then you have, of course, your extenders. We play the babies, right? Black and white. Play Omni, Blackstone, which is very interesting, and it works very well. Better than you think, initially. Rocket Recharger. Absorouter, and, of course, because you absolutely need them, the 2 Noctivisions. They are insanely broken for any starting up combo, but they're usually the ones that you're going to want to side out. You never want to side out. This is a very good combo piece, and it helps with a lot of your plays. Trust me. I don't really know how to get into depth about that, but just trust me, it's really broken. And then, of course, for your big boys, you have Red MD and the Chaos. I mean, it's not much, but it could be insane, especially against Winda. These can be really broken, and they're easily searchable with Chaos Space or with Black Metal in Red MD's case. Finally, for the monsters and hand traps, this is our hand trap variant. So 1 Dark Ruler, I want to play 3, I just didn't have the space for it. And I didn't own another 2 copies, so, you know, a little bit restrictive there. 3 Ash Blossom, no Gamma, you don't want to brick in this deck, and I'll show you what else there is to brick with, which 2 of them are not bricks, so, yeah. Anyways, moving on. Then we have more of the Rocket package, of course. You play your Boot Sector and your 3 Quick Launch. Quick Launch is insanely broken, especially summoned directly from deck. So, you know, you always have to run 3. Boot Sector just helps with discarding or extending plays and stuff like that. So yeah, it's just really good. Of course, for a bit of a draw engine, you're gonna run Upstart, and if you can switch this out with TTT, that would be great. If not, and Upstart works. And of course TTT, which again, you could switch this out for both of these out for Dark Ruler No More instead if you can't afford it. Very understandable. Again, I pulled this from a pack, so. Then for the Foolishes, you run 1 Ravine, which is really good, and you could see for yourself why later. You can test it on a Dueling Book or EDO Pro, whatever you want. Shrine is really good too, because extends your plays a lot. Basically, these 2 you're going to want to see in your hand. This you're going to want to add to your hand rather than open up with it. Then you have Foolish Burial, which is also really good to own. You know, it's a really good play. Anyways, then you have 3 World Legacies as the Reborn. You don't really need any more Reborns because you could just add everything to your hand anyways and just continue your combos from there. So these are really the only Reborns that you need, and that's about it. Then finally, of course, the Dragoon package, which is why I run the Blackstone, because later you can use the Blackstone's effect in Grave if you opened up with it or whatever, and activate it in Grave. Return this back to the deck and add it back to your hand. So then you also have a negate for Dragoon, which is completely insane. Moving on to the extra deck, we have, of course, 3 Striker Dragons, because they are the best starters in the entire extra deck of all of Dragon Link, which is probably why it was limited in the newest ban list. Guard Dragon LP and Pisty, which we know he's going to get banned, so I mean, I guess I'll have to change his deck later on, but yeah, you guys get the idea behind these. Now for your big bosses of Link monsters, you're going to run 1 Borreload just in case, you know, non-targeting removal for like Dragoon or something, like you want to steal it and then it becomes yours, you know? Sword, which you're going to go into more often than Load, so I definitely recommend Sword. And an Appaloosa, which you can usually make a 4 negate Appaloosa. I just usually can't make it myself because I usually mess up in mid combo, but when you can, it's amazing. Next on to our Link 2 monsters, we're going to use Ramu, which is one of the best opener starters as well. Sporadic, which helps with a lot of your plays, and Predaplant Verte Anaconda, which, yes, I finally have, and I'm so excited to show you guys, and a Quad World Dragon. This helps a lot with combos as well. Yeah, you know, it just helps special summon from Graveyard, just in case if you're in a pinch and you need more rockets, or even a Savage, you know? Anyways, then you have for your synchros, you have Draco Berserker, which you could switch out with Chaotica Ruler, the synchro monster, which I definitely would recommend, but this is, again, more budget friendly. And a Borreload Savage Dragon, because of course, why not, right? And for the last card in your extra deck, you are going to run 1 Red Eyes Dark Dragoon. I stated this earlier, it helps with negates, and you basically always make it. So it's a really good card to own in this deck. Finally, the side deck of this. Now, this is more for time purposes than anything, but Red Eyes Flare Metal. This helps a lot with time, because then you could just burn your opponent for every effect, and they're going to focus more on getting rid of this than actually getting rid of your negates, which helps a lot too, especially since it can't be destroyed by card effects if it still has at least 1 Xyz material. You're also going to want to play a Stirring Venom. It's a really good card to have, and when you draw into that Super Poly, boy does it feel good. Then you're going to use Nibiru. you know, because Nibiru is like one of the best cards ever. If you want to use more in the extra deck in the side deck, you could feel free to switch out anything, basically anything from the side deck. I just run one because I don't own more copies of it. Artifact Lancia. Okay, so I used to run 2, but that was because I was borrowing it from a friend. So in place, I just put Squid Draw. So just imagine both of these as Artifact Lancia. 2 Lancia is better because it's just easier, I guess. Especially against a mirror match, it's really good. 1 Super Poly, play more. I do recommend. I mean, self-explanatory. Super Poly. For Mystic Mine players, I have that covered as well. You want to run, of course, 1, 2, and 3 Twisters, plus your Cosmic. Yeah, you really want to remove their stuff, trust me. It's not going to be fun if you end up, like, just being negated by them. It's not fun at all. You always want back removal, especially against, there can only be 1. That could hurt your deck a lot. Then for barrier statue, for pendulum players, fusion players, synchro players, etc., etc. Of course, 2-dimensional barrier. You could just use that, and it just stops everybody's plays. It makes it so much easier. You have no idea how many times I went into a battle and battled hero players and just called fusion and we couldn't do anything. It was pretty hilarious. Then of course, these are the 2 that you can remove because you don't really need them often, but I run them just in case. Quaking and Red Reboot. These 2 are really broken because Red Reboot helps stop Mystic Mine players and Quaking stops like Dino players, for example, and then they get a taste of their own medicine. So yeah. Anyways, that's about it. That's the deck profile. Do what you want with it. I mean, the ban list is coming into effect soon, so I mean, it's really your choice. I hope you guys test it out and see how good this deck really is. Anyways, guys, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys.